Well, we're back. I took a bit of a break. Not that you guys are going to see it, but I have returned. 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. With Mega Man X4. Here's the big first change of the game. You actually have a choice of which character you want to play as. You could play as Zero in X3, but now you have the ability to play as him the entire time with his own fully unique moveset. Now, I'm going to be doing something very unique for Mega Man X4 Let's Plays. I'm going to be playing as Mega Man X.
It's about the Maverick Hunters, General. They are far too eager to please the humans and continue to hunt down the Reploids. Do you believe they pose a significant threat?
Perhaps.
You already know the truth, General. Their sole mission has been to destroy any Reploids who fail to do as the humans order. It's in your best interest to stop them now, before they turn on you. You possess enough power to destroy them!
You are dismissed.
What?
I will not betray the humans. Remove yourself from my sight. My business with you has concluded.
Very well. But you will change your mind soon, I assure you.
Mavericks have been found at point 5567. The Mavericks occupied the Sky Lagoon using the most advanced weapons available. The army appears to be Repliforce. Roger that, I'm on my way. You might be wondering, why did I take a break? Though, again, maybe you're not because you didn't even see it. It's because this is actually my second time playing X4. Second time recording it. And you'll know that because I'm not going to be getting any trophies in this run. I recorded X4 immediately after I finished working on X3, at which point I was already getting sort of burned out, mostly due to the lackluster quality of the X3 playthrough. But I couldn't actually, the X4 Let's Play I recorded ended up being unusable because I messed up the audio. Oh, I've never seen him do that attack before. Because I recorded my voiceover audio with my laptop's onboard microphone instead of my professional one. I don't know if it counts as professional. But my real microphone, and that made the voiceover audio practically unusable, and I'd have to redo it. You're Dragoon from the 14th unit. This isn't good, X. That Maverick just destroyed the power reactor. What? Then the Sky Lagoon will come crashing into the ground. It's too late, X. It's time I made my escape. I suggest you do the same. Don't do anything reckless on the way out, okay? The city below will soon become a sea of flames. Many people will perish. I have no choice but to escape from here and head to the city below. They rarely ever use those portraits in this game, and I'm not entirely sure why. What? The city has been completely destroyed. They were innocent people. I won't forget this! So for right now, there's not too much to say about X4. It's the reason why it's so highly lauded as one of the best in the X series is simply because it's not anything new. It's just what made X1 so good without any of the extra fluff of 2 and 3, but done on the PlayStation this time. And that's honestly all I can ask for. It's the reason why it's my second favorite X game, just because it's just fun to play. Like, that's all there is to it. There's nothing else I have to worry about, which I understand isn't exactly a huge negative. You know, I still like X3, and I know X2 is not a bad game. I'm sorry if my Let's Play sort of came across as that. I don't think X2 is bad, I just think it's kind of boring. So, they returned to form with X4, sort of just to keep people comfortable. And it ended up working out really well. This game was developed in tandem with Mega Man 8, and, well, I do like Mega Man 8, and this game turned out a lot better. Also, just because I'm a bigger fan of the X series than I am Classic. So here's our intro boss, Egregion. He's, you know, it's standard Mega Man X. Giant intro boss is really easy. So he does at least take a little more damage than most of the other ones, like 2 and 3s. And his name, Egregion, apparently he was named after Aragorn from Lord of the Rings, from what I understand. Which is weird because I guess shortly after this game came out, the book Eragon came out, which sounds a lot closer to his name, and is also about a dragon. And it's a good book, I like it. And who's this new guy? Who are you? I'm the Colonel of the Repliforce. Has the Repliforce been occupying the area? What are you talking about? I only came to save my sister. The army responsible for all the violence in this region is not the Repliforce. Nevertheless, I want you to disarm and follow me back to HQ. Never. You're asking my soldiers to drop their weapons? The only time we drop our weapons is when we aren't able to fight any longer. But you'll be regarded as a maverick and treated as such. Do as you will. The Repliforce would sooner fight and die than discard our pride. Consider us mavericks if this is what you wish. Wait, calm down, Colonel. What the? Something's gotta give. Otherwise the entire Repliforce will be considered to be mavericks. Well, wasn't that just a smart idea on Colonel's part? Let's not cooperate with the Maverick Hunters. Let's just say we're gonna be us, we're going to have our pride. Fuck what you think.
Brave soldiers of Repliforce, we have all been wrongfully judged as mavericks by the humans. We cannot suffer this indignity and live in disgrace. We will build our own nation of Reploids. But remember, this is neither about insurrection nor rebellion against our human creators. This is about our liberty and security. We must battle for our own individual rights and our own survival. Together we will build our nation, a sanctuary for all Reploids, our own utopia. Let us forge onward towards a new golden era for the Repliforce.
I too share the general sentiment. Take heed, we have no other choice. Let us fight valiantly, with courage and pride, without fear, for we are the Repliforce. The most powerful army in history!
The General has finally taken action. And now, my Maverick Hunters, what will you do? I'll be watching closely from here on out.
Oh, I wonder who that could be. And who this could be. Who are you? Call me Double, the Rookie Hunter. My liege, the Repliforce has begun it is coup. Wow, he's just saying a lot of weird things. Wait, Colonel, you're jumping to conclusions here. Sir, you've been given the order to scramble. Right, I'm leaving right now. Oh, I'm sure Double is going to be a really, beloved character that's going to stick around for longer than this game. They put so much effort into his design. Though honestly, looking back, he does kind of look like a yellow Douglas, who also didn't stick around for very long, so maybe this just isn't a good idea. Okay, so we pick our Maverick. I just go with the first guy. Web Spider's actually pretty easy. He's a pretty easy fight, and his weapon, whatever. X4's weapons are not exactly the greatest, though again, that can... I always have to preface my opinions on the quality of the weapons in Mega Man games with the disclaimer that I'm never going to use them anyway, so I have no idea how good they are or not. I sort of have to go by what other people say, and I don't really know what other people say. Yeah, this game looks really nice, doesn't it? Power of the PlayStation over the PS1. And the Saturn, I should say. Mega Man X4 was also released on the Sega Saturn. But unlike, it's not a Mega Man 8 situation where the Saturn version has extra content, so it's like, oh man, it's a shame that that one's never been ported before. No, there's barely any difference between the two. This battle should never have happened, X. Why must Reploids fight each other? Why do these peacekeepers persist in fighting each other? This must be some sort of mistake. X, enter this capsule. Equip with this to discover the truth. Equip with this boot module and jump twice in the air to hover. You can move either left or right and will remain airborne for a few moments. It is effective for negotiating through higher and more dangerous terrain. Stop this tragic war as soon as possible, X. So yeah, we already got our first armor piece. Again, it's the boots. They let you hover in the air. They don't demonstrate, so I'll do it. You can hover. You get a lot less hover time if you move left and right. And they don't tell you, but it also lets you air dash, which is, in my opinion, the much more useful thing. In fact, I just don't like the hover. Just because I never end up using it purposefully. And it always tends to accidentally activate, because you just do it by double jumping, basically. And I always tend to accidentally activate that, which just messes up my movement. But the air dash is just as useful as ever, because it's mapped to a different button. You know, it's not quite like a Sonic Adventure 2 problem where everything is mapped to one button, but something as critical as a jump, I'd rather strictly be a jump. I guess some people like the hover, so whatever. It did stick around because the PlayStation games really love to reuse content, so the hover stuck around for a while. Though they did improve it come X5 with the Falcon armor. But we'll get to that later. I can record that one at some point soon after this because I actually did a practice run of it. After X3, I've decided that practice runs are sort of important. The only reason I didn't do one for X4, though I ended up doing one, the only reason I didn't do one is because I'm confident in my ability to play X4. You know, I was confident in X2 and 3, and that was a mistake. Maybe not so much in 2's case. But 4, I'm absolutely confident in, because this game is one I play a lot. Because it's good. It's really good. I don't think there's too much to say right now. Just gotta take out all the bees, all the robot bees, because these are... I was about to say, like, these are an important part of the ecosystem. I mean, if the bees keep dying out the way they have, robot bees are a legitimate alternative. Save the bees. This is an issue I have some sort of caring about, because my dad used to own a beehive, and the hive's still back there, but the bees always died out every winter, so at some point he just gave up. But friend still owns and maintains their bees. My sister is a certified beekeeper, so either way, my family has a connection to bees. I like bees. Bees, I should say. Hornets, wasps, and yellow jackets do not count. They don't deserve to live. Kill them all. But honeybees and bumblebees are very good. Very nice insects. Yeah, so every time you get close to these, they shoot out a stick of electricity, and then spiders go on it, and you have to kill the spiders to disable the web, the lightning web. So that's the name of the weapon we get here. And it's great when they... There we go. Okay, let's see how well this goes, because I really messed up this fight on my first playthrough, so... First recording, I should say. Wonder what that thing is. If it wasn't for the Repliforce logo, I'd call it the Enigma Cannon, but it is a Repliforce weapon, so it's not the Enigma Cannon. I like his little beret. You've labeled us all as Mavericks. I won't let you pass. Turn back now. It's really easy to miss that he has a beret, but he does, and I love it. Because it just looks so silly. So yeah, he's gonna drop down. He'll shoot out a lightning web that really lazily homes. It does a lot of damage if it captures you, though, so really watch out for that. And it can be kind of close, though it's not that hard to dodge. Air dashing is really your best friend for it. His real problem is the fact that he doesn't like to go low enough. So it's kind of hard to hit him without climbing the wall, which really compromises your maneuverability in dodging the lightning web. Like that. Yeah, so far it's going alright. Even with the exercise of the charge shot, it's still difficult to hit him. Yeah, I think like that, you can't hit him from the ground. Okay, he's down to below half health, so should be, yep. When he takes longer to come down, he's starting his second phase, in which he stops going to the ceiling and he instead starts doing that, and he summons spiders, because, yeah, fucking bow spider was really an underrated fight. Yeah, you have to, yeah, it becomes a lot harder to dodge those. Especially when you're just trying to focus on hitting him, and not the spiders, the damn spiders. Okay, so great, I'm still not doing well. Looks like we're going to be getting pretty similar quality to the first playthrough, which is, you know, just great. Because the first playthrough is not one of my better ones. I understand there's just a certain amount of distraction involved when I'm recording while playing the game. Still, I hate it. It's the kind of thing I wish I'd be better at, but a full year of streaming did absolutely nothing to fix this problem, so I think it might just be a problem I have. Which really means that I'm not cut out for Let's Play work. Try and score an extra hit on him if you can. It makes dodging it a lot harder, but it at least makes the fight go by faster. You can also technically hit him while he's in the ceiling, but then that messes up his whole pattern. Oh, yep, and then he'll just do that. Okay, but he's already on his second phase. That's good. We're about at the same place we were. No, not the lightning web. And of course the hover gets in my way and I start like barely being able to move. Yep, and there I went again. Because the lightning web really does do a lot of damage, and it's always guaranteed. I don't think it's possible to escape it with only one hit. Don't let this fool you. X4 is actually the easiest game in the X series. It's just, it's kind of difficult to get this, to get started. Not usually, but I'm continuously having the problem. Just because Web Spider is a good choice for the first Maverick to take out, but his pad, you know, he's on. Oh, damn it. I'm not liking my chances this time either. You know, just because his pattern isn't that hard to handle. He has a weapon weakness, obviously. But yeah, and of course that can happen, where he gets to score another free hit on you, if he just lands where you're stuck. Okay, I'm going to try and play it a little cooler here. Take out the spiders. Okay. Oh god, no. There we go, okay. Of course, the one where I did the worst initially is the one where I end up succeeding, of course. That's just how this sort of thing works. I was talking about... Yeah. So yeah, he does have a weakness, but for some reason it doesn't really work. I'm not sure why. I can display it, I can show it off when we get to the boss rush. But it doesn't work right. And then... his weapon's okay. And there's he only has one item in the stage that you have to come back for. So he's not a bad place to start. The problem is just the fact that he can really take advantage of you if you're careless. Alright, so we got that. We got lightning web, so our next boss is going to be Split Mushroom. I probably should have called a part there, but we're already in here. This is only going to take one run, so this part will just be a tiny bit longer than normal. That's fine. Because a mushroom is really an animal. Ooh, and here's power, the PS1 at play. Look at it. Staircase is spinning. Wow, it doesn't look that good because it's moving at such a low frame rate. But it was amazing at the time. It wasn't amazing, but it was cool at the time, I guess. And then X5 tries to do recapture the same magic, except they totally fuck it up somehow. Because they make the angle bad, like the camera's pointed too high, so it looks like you're running along the floor. It's really bad. And they're just coming right in. I hate those, like, these small flying enemies just because you don't know when they're going to come. They fly in, they fly out really quickly, and they fire a shot on the way out, so they always get, like, a free chance to hit you. It's really annoying. X4 is a good game, but there are still the reasons why it's second best in the series. Part of it is just the fact that it's, dang it. No, fucking hover. Didn't let me get out of the way in time. Yep. See, that's what I'm talking about with the hover. Like, I'm trying to jump on the wall. I try to jump on the wall, but the hover kicks in because I hit the jump button again too early. And then I'm just stuck hovering there, and I don't... And my groove is totally lost, and it just opens me up for another hit. But either way, yeah, part of the reason why X4 is still inferior to X1 is just the fact that X1 had so much polish and extra detail that X4 is lacking. But there's also the fact that parts of X4 just are not the best designed in the world. Okay, I got through there pretty easily though. That's nice. It's just... It earns its place just because, while it's not the greatest, it is still pretty good. And it does have a couple cool little unique things to it. One of this mini-boss is not one of them. Look at this, he's down there. So what you do is you stand on one of the platforms. And then when he comes up and destroys it, you just shoot him. And that's the fight. Now, don't worry. First off, if you do it like this... you can take him out before he destroys all of the bottom platforms. And you have to worry about the spikes. But even if you don't, he can never reach the top platforms. He can't ever destroy them. So, I almost dashed too far there. So, no matter what, he can't destroy all your footholds. You'll always have a chance to hit him, though I'm not sure how you hit him on the... when he goes up the top path. When you only have the top platforms, I'm not sure. I guess you use that bottom platform as leverage, like I did. I guess that's really the only way to do it. So yeah, we entered part 2 of the stage. Now that's a new feature for X4. Each stage is divided into 2 parts, split between a loading zone. That's how you dodge that. Except now he just keeps spinning around, so I can't hit him. And there's so many spinning wheels. Like, that's really fun design there. It's really good. Okay, hang on. Here's the heart tank. No matter what, I can... Oh, okay, there we go. That went well. But I can always get that. I like how I suddenly went to yellow because my health bar extended, so it pushed me below the percentage mark to be in danger. Because heart tanks in this game, for some reason, they don't give you that little extra bit of health like the ones in the first 3 games did. They just up your maximum HP. And, oh, okay, I was a tiny bit too close on that. Oh god, I'm about to die. Okay, there we go. I'm back in the groove. No, I'm not. Because that guy's kind of difficult to hit without any sort of an upward attack. Yeah, each stage is split into 2 parts, split apart by a loading zone. And the way the 2 parts work is that, first off, all your health and weapon energy is refilled. Oh, okay, that worked out okay. All your health and weapon energy is refilled between the 2 parts. So... I don't remember there being a second guy up there before. All your health and weapon energy is refilled between the 2 parts. And I think it counts as a checkpoint. I mean, it does count as a checkpoint, but I think it counts as a game over checkpoint. So even if you get a game over, you restart from the second half of the stage instead of the first, which goes the extra step in making this game easy. Okay, here we go. Let's head up. There's a truck outside. Reminds me I gotta take out the recycling today. I'll be able to do that. Hey, look at his health bar. That's a different icon than Repliforce. Are you X? I'm under orders to terminate you. What? Whose orders? Take a wild guess. Yeah, if you played the first 3 X games, that icon looks very familiar up there. I like Split Mushroom because you can easily score extra damage on him like that. It's easy to keep him in a pattern that you can maintain, but if you use your Buster, then you can add to it. And that's possible because X4 is the first game to introduce the idea that you can use your Buster while you still have a special weapon equipped, which I really like. It's kind of awkward just because now your Buster's on triangle. Later games always keep your Buster on X and put the special weapon on triangle. Both of them are awkward, but I prefer this game just because I'm used to having your special weapon go towards your normal attack button, and I'm not really using the Buster, so when I have a weapon equipped, so I don't mind that being moved over to triangle. Yeah, so we got Soul Body, and that's where we're going to call part 1 finally. Join us again for part 2. We're going to be taking on some more Mavericks. See you then.